Lord. Okay, let me stop it before it starts. Ah, crud. All right. Boy, I really pick them, don't I? Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone. Hi. Hi, Demetrius. Hope you're doing better. Hope you're doing better. He's been in the hospital like what? 4 different times in the last, what, year or 6 months or something? Hi, Stardust. Hi, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Hi, Tattooed Rebel. Hi, Freeside. Hi, Split Pea Soup. Hi, haven't seen you in a while, I don't think. Hi, Rose Petal. Raider Rich. Hey, Google. Is that a hint? You want to come up and play Hey, Google? Oh, you guys, I'm just still trying to get used to my hair. Oh, Lord. I mean, she's a good stylist, but it just seems like it's really uneven or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid. All right. Oh, there's Art Ghost Show all the way from Italy. Raiders all the way from Cali. I'm not sure where Rose Petal is from. Demetrius is in good old Kentucky. Split Pea Soup. I'm not sure where she or he is from. Freeside. Are you from down south? I can't remember. Daniel Berry Sports, I don't know. Tattooed Rebel is, I keep thinking you're in Tennessee, but you're on the border of Tennessee and Virginia or West Virginia. What's the difference? Well, I know the difference. One is Virginia, is one West Virginia, but, and it probably matters, right? Stardust, I can't remember where you're from. Oh, you guys. Okay, this is how bad my short term memory is. And it's kind of scary. And trying to remember where people are from made me think of it. So, my son has been wanting one of those, what are they called? They're big, not big meals. Whatever. You put them in the microwave, they're the big ones. He wanted the beer battered chicken with the mashed and the brownie and all that. So, I made it. And I brought it to him on a plate. He likes to always eat in his room. And then all I did was go in and say a quick hello to my daughter, because she's playing a game. Then I came in here, checked Messenger like for all of like 1 minute, and I was like, oh, I didn't get Parker's food out of the microwave. So I walk in there and I open it, and it's not there. And my brain didn't even. I was like, did he come out here and get it? Like, that's how bad it is. And I was like, no, wait, I already brought it to him. I mean, in the span of 5 minutes, but yet I can remember everything under the sun from the 80s and the 90s and the 70s and 60s, some of it, and oh my gosh. Hi, Peggy. Peggy, are you from? Oh, Rose Petal is from Canada, Ontario. That's cool. That's on the, I think, the eastern end. Because we have Canada way up here, Langley and Abbotsford and, shoot, Chilliwack? Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyway, oh, Alberta and different, those kinds of, they're not states in Canada. What are they? Provinces? Provinces or Providence? See, I'm bad with geography, and I always have been. Hey, hi, Sherry. Here I am, PCT. Just got done making 2 batches. Don't even say it. I remember when you made chili, what, a year ago? Or, I mean, you probably made it since then, and you were telling me about it, and it sounds so good. I love chili. Soups with big crunchy vegetables, just a little bit of a crunch to them. I mean, shoot, I'd eat potato soup with a crunch to it, but I just love crunchy hot things, you know? Anyway, thank you. Provinces, says Peggy. See? What did I say? Providence. That's kind of embarrassing. Like, I should know all that by now. And Peggy, are you from California? I can't remember. Oh, dear. Anyway, thanks for everyone being here. It seems like Demetrius is on the mend, you guys. He seriously, like, had a feeding tube and everything for a few days down his throat. And then, was it a week before Demetrius, I believe, had a clot in his upper ventricle of his heart? That's serious crap. I mean, I had a clot here and it was called a stroke. So I feel like, Demetrius, you had a stroke. But are they not wording it that? I mean, I'm not a doctor. I don't profess to be. No, Peggy is not in California. Well, maybe you don't even want to say what state or country you're from. Because as you know, so many people are very curious, aren't they? Especially on that other lady's channel. I won't say her name. But I saw the bashing she was doing or whatnot. Oh, Lord. I mean, not real recent, but like a week or two ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago. All right, you guys, let's get into it. Where's my disclaimer? Fiddlesticks. I should know it by now. The copyright disclaimer of 1976, and now I can't remember the rest at all. Copyright disclaimer of 1976, copyright, no, I already said that. Well, anyway, if anyone knows it and they can post it in chat, it'd be greatly appreciated. I have it on paper somewhere, and now I can't find it. Anyway, from this book, oh, here it is. It's in here. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Yeah, and before I forget, you guys, Sherry made me think of it. We talked today on Messenger, and now and then, I don't know how often, but I'm going to be like a co-host or a partial co-host, if there is such a thing, up on her program, Wild Angels Bucket List Adventures. She's getting back into it, and she's been back, a week from New York and other places she traveled. She likes to film fun places where people may never get to go or that are homebound, like she said, right? And she's a very positive person, and it should be a lot of fun, and we'll just talk about different things. So if you want, well, I think you have to be a mod to put your link in chat. If you know the URL and you want to type it in, or if you guys just go to YouTube and type in Wild Angels Bucket List Adventures. And in fact, we've decided, and I'm going to set my alarm so I'm dressed and ready to go, and the kitty cats are fed, and the guinea pig and everything. At 12 o'clock Iowa time, 10 o'clock Washington State time, right? So it would be 1 o'clock Eastern tomorrow afternoon. We're going to do a live together. And I'm sure other people will come up, whoever wants to, or whoever Sherry, which is what I call her real name, wants to let up. So that'll be fun. I hope to see you guys there. Please sub up to her. She's great. She's a great gal. She lives in Iowa, just like my mother and uncles and aunts and all that. And then I'll also say quickly, my sister that's in Missouri, dealing with her high-grade serous carcinoma, ovarian kind. She's really happy after 2 chemotherapies. This is very strong chemo. After the very first one, she was losing her hair to the point where she's wearing the wig already, but she doesn't have to have it as often. It's every 3 weeks. It's not like every day or whatever. Anyway, she said, I didn't know there was such a thing. I don't know about cancer very well. She said that her cancer marker, I don't want to get this wrong, but it was like 1,000 something down to 650 already. So like nearly half. But I want to make sure I got that right because this is pretty serious. Let me read it off my phone. So she's tickled pink. Oh my God. All I need is to break my screen. She's tickled pink with the news. So am I. So relieved. It's a very invasive cancer. It keeps filling up her belly with these watery cysts that make her feel sick, can barely eat, lots of pain, bloatedness. Yeah, not fun at all. Okay, so it says this right here. I have great news, Megan. My cancer marker, which measures how treatment of chemo combats cancer, started at 1,100. Normal is 35. And that is the goal of my doctors, to get her down to 35. Oh, after just one treatment. Okay, so this is after her first treatment, even though she had her second one like 2 days ago. After her first treatment, the first one, they measured the cancer marker again, and it dropped to half, 650, which means the chemo is really working well to combat the cancer. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. I give him the glory. Okay. Isn't that nice? I've been sending her little giffies every day and just try to give her encouragement. And she knows she can call me if she'd like to talk. And she uses a walker now and then. And she did tell me, and I already said this, but about a week ago, she's fallen 4 times from being weak. She's 51 weeks younger than me. My birthday's June 27, hers is June 20, but I'm a year older, right? There's 52 weeks in a year, so I'm 51 weeks older than her. Yeah. Yes, Demetrius is back. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun, Sherry. I hope you guys all come over there and check us out and check her out and all this. And she's had a live for a little while. Okay, so I read the copyright. Now we'll go on to, part of me, I like this book and I've read it before, but if it can make a difference, you guys, in even one person in anybody's life to redirect their thinking, right? And that's why it's called You Can Be Happy No Matter What. And Richard Carlson is a PhD. He applied this to his own life. 5 principles for keeping life in perspective. My mom sent it to me. I've already shown this, but I'll show it again. She sent it to me for a 50th birthday present. Oops, what am I doing? There. See? June 27, 2012, for Megan on her birthday, her 50th. The best gift is your happiness. All my love, Mom. And she likes to send lots of books. I have lots of books, and I've gotten many, many things from her over the years. She's always been very giving and whatnot. And as most people know, I haven't seen my mom or my sister in 12 years. And my father passed away 3 years ago. Is it the 6th? I think it's the 18th. So in 3 more days, uh, 3 years ago, my dad passed away. And none of us really knew he was sick. His kidneys were doing well, and that's what ended up shutting down after he was in there for just a couple of days. But he was thinking he might have gotten a C disease. That's what he said to my aunt and uncle. All right, anyway, so I never got a chance to say goodbye, but life is life. We get some curveballs sometimes, but we were talking on the phone a lot because of the C disease. That's about the only thing I'm thankful for that disease, is it connected him and I more on the phone. My mom and I already talked a lot, but we didn't have a real close relationship, him and I, in my 20s, because I thought he divorced my mom. I didn't know it was the other way around, right? For years. All right, so we're on chapter 7. I'm not going to read the whole chapter. There's a, well, I'll read the part about stress. It's a couple of pages. Stress. Interesting. Okay, so it says second thoughts are ever wiser, and that's by Euripides. Is that like a Greek mythologist or something? Euripides? Euripides? I probably said it wrong. Most of today's stress management professionals would tell you that they have stressful jobs because we live in a stressful world. The best we can hope for are better methods of coping, such as thinking of modern psychology. Stress is a fact of life for most people, a harsh reality that must be dealt with. Stress is so popular that other people are offended if we don't appear to be under stress ourselves. Stress is seen as a necessary part of achievement, relationships, careers, and life. The word has become a catch-all to describe, validate, and explain almost everything that is wrong in our lives. If I weren't under so much stress, my life would be better, is a very common belief indeed. Hi, Julie Delk. Hi, Pam C. Hi, you guys. Yeah, Tattooed Angel did such a wonderful program. Um, I didn't know she was live. I was going to go ahead and go live, and I took a peek, and the red light was on, and I was like, wow, I got to get over there. And it had been a while, right? So, and she talked about psychosis and things like that. She's so sweet, you guys. Please go over there and sub up to her. Tattooed Angel 2229, and um, her husband, Tattooed Rebel 2229. Please do that. Check them out at least one time. I guarantee you'll want to sub up. Thank you. Yep, stress leads to depression. Hi, Matilda. Yes, it does. And it leads to gosh darn stroke. I'm here to tell you. Like, honestly, I know a lot of people have issues in their families and they have a hard life and stuff. But I can honestly say, even around when I had my stroke 3 years ago in February, it'll be 4 years this coming February, that I was happy, you guys. Happy. Before I saw, heard about Dolly Vision on TV or was up on his panel, I was happy. I was happy in my life. And my son just walked in, so let me see what he wants. Um, I bought a heart-shaped chocolate Mother's Day cake that's like this thick, right? Not a regular big whatever. And then a white one. And we have white left. And he would like some. And he can get it. But I bake powdered milk. We like that. It lasts a lot longer than a regular milk, stuff like that. So I'm going to whip him up a glass of that, get him a piece of cake. And while I do that, I'm going to put on the next song on my YouTube thing and then come back and finish this chapter, okay? Which is just 2 pages, or 2.5 maybe, or 2 at this point, on stress, okay? Thanks, you guys. Yep, stress can kill you. Yep. All right. So yeah, because I don't have a headache. I'm not hot. I'm not cold. I'm not tired. I'm not. I would like to have a panel, even if it's a half hour, an hour, or 2 hours, depending who comes up. If Sherry wants to come up, or Raider, or Demetrius, or whoever, people that haven't even been up before. I would like to do that. So I hope you guys check back or stick around, or I mean, it's already 10:30 Iowa time, 11:30 Eastern. But I'm going to put on a song really quick, and this will take roughly barely 5 minutes, probably 3 or 4. All right, thanks, you guys. My son's pretty depressed. He could use prayers. He just said that to me. He said, "Can I have a big piece of cake? I'm pretty depressed." Just like that. I'm glad I was patient. Okay. And before I forget, I'm going to put this up. If anybody wants to support me with my kittens, helping me with my gosh darn StreamYard, I'm only short $2, but they'll take it, and then I'll have unlimited time here to do lives for you guys, or anything else you want to help me with. There's my Cash App and my PayPal, and it's greatly, greatly appreciated. I can pick up a litter, before I get funds from my mother, who does help me, but it's once a month. So it gets rough. Not rough, but it's a little more difficult. Okay. So let me put on a quick song. I haven't heard these songs before. These are all new to me. I just went ahead and it said funky. I thought, oh, and I download it, right? Boom, boom, boom. So I'm hearing them all for the first time too. So I don't know if the same lady's going to come in or here, but somebody asked me who was singing or who was doing the sort of rock and rolly one. I did, not the banjo-y one. Yes, it was the banjo-y one that she liked. It was the banjo-y one. Country. She said it sounded like something in Tennessee she would hear. And the song, I believe, was, let me see, is it Lily's song? The band is Track, Track, Tribe. I'm going to write it into the comments for her after, but let me play it really quick just so I have an idea. Is it Lily's song? No, that's the one we just heard. So it's this one, Blackest Crow. Blackest Crow, Crow. Just think of the bird, by Track Tribe. I think this is what I played. That's kind of nice. She really liked it. But the one that I'm going to play, this one's called The Call by Track Tribe. Let's see what it's like while I get some cake and milk for my son. I'll be right back. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out and being patient with me. I really appreciate it. appreciate it. Please hit the like. No, I already played this one. Gosh. Okay, this next one is called Finland, right? The country Finland, by Track Tribe. Let's see what this one's like. Do they listen to this heavy rock metal in Finland? That's from Finland, I wonder. All right, jam out. The kids are so afraid of it. Oh, that's fun. I got to do one more that's fun. Oh, this was fun the other day. Guys, I'm getting crazy. Oh, shit. much fun. Oh, shit. Wait. It's going to start again. Oh, God. See, if I don't dance every single day, you guys, I get winded. Easy. Shit. I got this top, and of course I cut it off like a lot of my shirts I do. I just like the cut off look, you guys. I really do. The kind of, what is it? Hickey, rednecky. I've always liked it. Even before, you know, I was on that other program of, you know, with mostly Southern people kind of deal. Maybe it's a Midwest thing. I am from South Dakota. That's where I was born. But Barbara Thompson sent me this and a little thing you can put your cologne or perfume in. So when you fly or take trips, especially if you fly, you don't have to worry about the percentage amount. It's just a little vial thing, and it's really cool. And I love my Clinique Happy. I just love that cologne, you guys. Have you ever seen it? Have you ever smelled it? I've shown it before. I'm going to show it again. Where is it? It's back here. Wait, where is it? She says in here. Oh, here it is. Ladies, put a 1 in chat if you've ever smelled this. Clinique Happy. I know there's a lot of colognes out there. It's like a teeny bit of citrus. It's pleasant and mild. It's not overbearing like vanilla, or I just don't like vanilla colognes. A lot of people do, or kind of a strong gardenia. You know, it's, oh God, I just love it. It's a clean smell. Yes, Lulu. Hi there. Oh God, maybe kind of punk. Oh, Lulu and Sherry and Stardust. You've all smelled it or had it or bought it. I love it. Oh, you had agoraphobia once, Lulu? You're better now? Thank God. Hi, Brianna Monin Fabre, Unicorn Baller, B-Ball Lady. Hi, Lisa S. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everyone for coming in. Julie Delk. Oh, gosh, now I can't stop. Oh, you used to sell it. So you worked at the, well, maybe you didn't work at Clinique, but I had a friend that worked at Clinique and gave me a sample of it like a long time ago, you guys, good 30 years ago, and I've never forgotten it. Oh, see, Clinique Cosmetics. And all the lipsticks with the green, you know, they're in little green with the very clinic. And the ladies wear like the white, what are they called? Not doctor coats, but you know what I mean. They look like little scientists or something that they're. Yes, I'd go to Nordy's for samples. Oh, you're so funny. Macy's. We have a Macy's up here, and this is, but I told my ex, it was over a year ago, the guy that I was with almost 8 years, I told him, I said for was it Christmas or did I get this for Valentine's Day? I don't know. I think I got this for Christmas. I said, I really want this. So he picked me up and he let me purchase it. It was $70. Pretty big bottle. That's a lot of money, you know, kind of for a cologne, but maybe it isn't for something this size. I don't know. Anyway, I'm all Clinique happy now. Oh, gosh. I wonder what the kittens would think of it. They'd probably be like this or something. I sprayed some of that catnip. You can buy it in a spray bottle on the floor and on this cat mouse that's this big with a long tail, toy. Um, they never play with it. Oh, they were all rolling all over the place. It was funny. Anyway, look at me. I'm all over the place. No wonder my name is PCT is extreme. It's crazy. Whoops. Why do I want to do that? All right. Let's get on with it. Well, I'm pretty comfortable sitting down here. The lighting isn't too bad. I need a sip of my soda, though, after that strong dance. I was on According to Leanie's last night. Totally. According to Leanie. Please sub her up. Please go check her out. She's nice. She's funny. She's had channels before and she's back into it and she's good. And everything is just spontaneous and ad lib and impromptu. And anyway, I was on her panel last night for like 3 hours, maybe more. And I ended up putting on the little outfit, the little cosplay outfit that she bought for me so that I can dance and make some money on my other channel, which is Sexy Sassy Lassie. Or is it Sassy? No, it's Sexy Sassy Lassie. Lassie. And if you just type that in, it'll come up. I have 125 subscribers. I'm really happy. It's not going to be any flash dancing or anything like that. It's going to be different little costumes each couple of weeks or once a month, depending. And she's willing to do that for me. The only thing she'd like in return, I told her I'd split Cash Apps and PayPals with her if I end up making, some okay money with it, whatever, gifts. But she doesn't want that. She wants to help me, and she just wants me to talk about my experience a little bit up on her panel now and then. And I said, absolutely. So I had my little nurse's uniform on with thigh-high boots. And you guys, I never tried it on or anything. I didn't know it was going to be so low cut. I just didn't know, right? But it's a small, and I thought a small would be like really tight in the waist and tight on me, and it wasn't. It's a little bit loose and room to move, and it was kind of nice. But I used to be a medium shirt, medium, 10, 12 pants. Now I can wear a 6, and I'm not up here bragging and trying to talk about weight. I'm just saying I'm surprised I can fit into small things, But I'm not losing any more weight. My daughter's concerned. I'm not. I weigh myself every few days to make sure I'm not going, below 115 or whatever. Today I weighed myself and I was 117. So, I've gained 2 pounds. It's probably the shepherd's pie I ate yesterday. Stardust, she won't eat cat food or table food. Who, your cat? Yes, she goes to the fridge and cries. Oh my goodness. Your cat eats lettuce and Temptations only. That's really amazing. Well, just now when I was getting my son some cake, a fairly big size crumb, or not crumb, it's cake, right? Anyway, it was in the sink. And Soots, the mama kitty, jumped up there and literally gobbled it up. And these cats, I put dry out for them 1 or 2 times more than the adult grown cats, like the daddy and panda, because I don't want them to get sickly, gain weight, and die sooner. But I don't want them to feel deprived. And so what they don't know when I feed the mama kitty and the kittens in here, or if I give them some extra dry, like in the bathroom, and then I feed the other cats by the kitchen, what they don't know won't hurt them, kind of, right? But they can smell it, right, on each other's breath and everything. So it's interesting. And today, when maintenance did their loud knock, it was between today and the next 2 days to come and check the smoke alarms and check for tags, you guys. Like tags under the sink, but even the toilet has to have a tag. I can't remember what it says. He had to get me a tag and put it on there. I was going to ask him for new blinds. I have to pay for them. I don't have the money, but get the order in. But they were so rushed at standing there with their pads. I need new blinds. My son, my daughter. It's because of the cats. But this is the thing. If I get new blinds, it's a matter of days, maybe hours. They're broken into again on the side in the same spot. And once they bend and bend too far, they come out. And it's just, I don't know. They're not very sturdy, reliable blinds. They're just not. And I think they used to be 25. Now they're 45 or something. But anyway, yeah, so they came and the cats just flurried away and were petrified. So that was kind of an interesting day. So I've mostly been around here. My son, with his amount of money on SSI, ordered, you guys, on May 5th, a cat tree / cat tower with the cave and the little toys hanging. And I have a good one out there that I bought 4 or 5 years ago. It was $80 at Fred Meyer. But this is more of a playful thing, and with cats and kittens. Anyway, guess what? It was delivered yesterday, I guess, at the door at 10:30 a.m. I researched. They're doing an inquiry into it. And guess what? We don't have it. So either someone stole it, which I don't think so. For one, kids are all at school. I don't have like a bunch of teenagers or shady-ish people in my hallway or anything. I think they were in a hurry and they went to the wrong address. Maybe they got the building number right, but the wrong apartment. Maybe they got the building wrong, but the right apartment. Who knows? But I've dealt with things like this before. So by Friday, I'll know more, because Amazon, they just couldn't help me. They tried, but I couldn't get to retail for the life of me. The title of it is extremely long, like extremely long. Do I have it right here? Yeah, I do. I'm going to read it to you guys. That's how intense it was. And it took me a while. Look at to make all these look at notes, tracking ID, the whole 9 yards, my son's account with Amazon. I ended up calling FedEx. Well, guess what? Apparently pictures are taken, right? When boxes are left at doors. And I want to see it. I said, can it be sent to my email? So this guy is helping me figure out what's going on. We'll either be reimbursed or another one will be sent. But the name of this thing was, and on Amazon, the total was $40.31. My son helps me with SSI, but he does get about 100, sometimes more, off of his SSI from his rent. So he has something, right? But this is the name of it. And the automated service guy, who like isn't even really there, right, is saying, say the name of it. This is the name. Best Pet 36 inches cat tree, indoor cat tower with scratching posts, multi-level cat furniture condo, perch spacious ramps, cat cave, and funny toys for kittens' house, dark gray. I mean, look how long that is. And of course, the automated voice was like, sorry, we cannot find your order, blah, blah, blah. And then they tell me to say it in one word. So then I said, best. I said the first word. I called again. I said best pet. So I was on the phone so gosh darn much today. And yeah, it's intense. So we'll see what happens with that. Oh, good grief. I kind of like sitting down here, you guys. All right, we're back now finally to you can be happy no matter what about stress. Stress yeah. So I ended with, if I weren't under so much stress, my life would be better, is a very common belief indeed. Stress is a major cause of unrest in our lives, but we don't have to surrender our lives to it. If we understand where stress originates in our own minds and its relationship to our thinking, we can begin to eliminate it regardless of our circumstances. Stress is nothing more than a socially acceptable form of mental illness. What? I don't remember reading that. I'm not sure I agree with that, you guys. I mean, I hear what he's saying. He is a doctor, whatever, but okay. I mean, I read this book almost 12 years ago. Okay, and can, to a larger extent, be eliminated. Stress is not something that happens to us, but rather something that develops from within our own thinking. Okay, that's why he's saying it's mental. But I don't know if I would call it a mental illness. Would you guys? All right. From the inside out, we decide what is and is not going to be stressful. Gambling may be a thrill for one person and for someone else the cause of a nervous breakdown. Oh, that's funny. For one person, having children is the purpose of life. That became my purpose. I didn't have one. Not being like a doctor, a teacher, whatever. I really didn't have any, I felt anyway, purpose in life at all. At all. Until I gave birth to Parker at the age of 33. And then Shaylin at 41. Yeah. So I was really happy. Real happy. Pregnancy, births were great. No what's it called? Postpartum depression. None of that. Oh, okay. So for one person, having children is the purpose of life, and for another, it seems like too much responsibility. Working with RAPE victims, this is what he said, because he's a counselor guy too. For one person is a worthy cause, and for another, it causes anxiety. Each of these examples, as well as every other situation in life, is actually neutral, not inherently stressful. The moment we define stress as coming from anywhere other than from within ourselves, we set ourselves up to experience it and are too late to prevent it. Each time we describe stress as out there, we validate its existence. We then need to find ways to cope with, manage, or manipulate whatever it is that we believe is causing the stress. So, for example, if we believe it is inherently stressful to be in a relationship with someone who works evening hours or long hours, we look for ways to cope with that situation. We might spend energy attempting to get our partner to change his or her career. Then, when our partner resists, we say, "See, I knew we had issues to deal with. I knew this was a stressful situation." Or we might take a completely different route and commit ourselves to working on the relationship. We attend classes and workshops, read books, or see a marriage counselor in the attempt to deal with our stressful relationship. Whatever our strategy, we are validating the need to cope with the situation, which is only stressful because we defined it that way. We never stop to question our assumption, all the classes, workshops, books, counselors. we sought out assumed that our initial assumptions were correct and that we do indeed need to learn to cope with stress. With each class we take or each book we read, the belief that we are in a stressful situation will be reinforced and create more stress as a result. The more we think about it or attempt to change it, the worse it will seem because we are validating that the stress exists outside of ourselves. So the more we think about stress or our attempt to change stress, you guys, the worse it will seem because we are validating that the stress exists outside of ourselves. I don't know. I find that informative. The same pattern develops and deepens whether we believe stress comes from our jobs, the world, our relationships, our financial situation, our backgrounds, the political environment, or anything else. If we don't understand where stress originates, we will either look for ways to change the so-called source, our environment, for example, or we will search for ways to cope. In either case, we are fighting an endless battle. If we can't change our circumstances, we can continue to use that as an excuse for our unhappiness. And if we do manage to change, this validates our false belief that we had to do so in order to live a happy, stress-free life. Then the next time something isn't to our liking, we will think we have to change the circumstances again, engaging in an endless negative loop of stress. One more page. Suppose you assume that being busy is inherently stressful. If you can't rework your schedule, you're out of luck, destined to feel stress forever. If you can change your schedule, you have really compounded the problem, not solved it. Because now you have validated in your own mind that your assumption is correct. I must change my schedule in order not to feel stress in my life. Even if it was a good idea to reflect on and possibly change your schedule, the next time you feel stress, you will assume the same thing, that you have to alter your circumstances or your environment in order to feel better. You cannot effectively deal with something that in reality does not exist. Stress does not exist other than in your own thinking. I mean, I'm not trying to question this guy or question what I read, and I kind of rarely do. But I mean, people really do have more stressful jobs, for example, than others, right? Like, I think it's more stressful, I would think, to, let's say, be in a conveyor line or something, right? And have to, like, be really fast and on task and on point all the time and focus than be able to sit back in a chair and answer phone calls and take notes or something. So I see what he's saying, I think he should kind of say it's mostly in our mind, or a lot of stress can be in our mind. What do you guys think? I need to reboot this, you guys, because I usually get more comments, and I've had the same one here for over 5 minutes. So I have comments, but they're not moving. So it'll just take a second. I'm going to reboot, okay? Oh my gosh, see this? I knew something was happening. Okay, good. All right, you guys. I'm almost done on this stress part. You cannot effectively deal with something that in reality does not exist. Stress does not exist, he says. Okay, it's interpretation, right? We don't have to agree. We don't have to, we can agree to disagree if we want. He says stress does not exist other than in your own thinking. Your stressful thoughts are no more real than your non-stressful thoughts. They're just still thoughts. Okay, that's what he's saying. To rid yourself of the stress in your life, first understand that stress is your perception of the situation, not something inherent in it. There is not a cause and effect relationship between the events in your life and the feeling of stress. For us busy people, there isn't necessarily a relationship between our schedule and the feeling of stress. After all, there are busier people than ourselves who don't feel that stress. It's not the schedule, it's the thinking of the people who have the schedule. Well, that makes sense. Okay, I'm getting it more now. Once you see there is no such thing as stress, only stressful thinking, you are on the road to immediate change and can take up responsibility for your own life. When you redefine stress as something you can control, it's possible to maintain a positive feeling, even when circumstances are a great deal less than perfect. Wow. All right, so in relation to stress, tomorrow I'll read about how thoughts grow to produce thought attacks. But we will end the book there and go on to this one. Pebbles in the Pond, Living with Chronic Neurobiological Disorders. And I already read the copyright disclaimer. I have been fascinated with this book, you guys. Fascinated. Well, now, where's my page? I had it all ready to go. And now I can't find my page. Oh, here we are. All right, so the criteria for agoraphobia, like in my title, okay? The person experiences anxiety about being in places from which it would be difficult or embarrassing to escape, or in which help might not be readily available. If an unexpected or situationally predisposed panic attack or panic-like symptoms should occur. The fears in agoraphobia usually involve characteristic groups of situations such as being outside of the home alone, being on a crowded bus, standing in a line, being on a bridge, or traveling by bus, train, or automobile. If only one or a few specific situations are avoided, specific phobia should be considered. If only social situations are avoided, social phobia should be considered. And that's why I put that in my title. Agoraphobia is social and specific phobias. The person avoids the situation, experiences marked distress or anxiety about having a panic attack or panic-like symptoms, if unable to avoid the situation or requires that a companion be present. The anxiety or phobic avoidance is not better explained by another mental disorder, such as social phobia, obsessive-compulsive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, or separation anxiety disorder. The anxiety disorders can be further divided into 4 categories of disorders, sharing similar symptoms or causes. These include the panic disorders, the phobic disorders, the stress-induced disorders, and additional anxiety disorders. The criteria for these disorders follow. The panic disorders. The main feature of the panic disorder is the experience of recurring panic attacks, followed by at least 1 month of anxiety about having another panic attack. Gosh, that's my son. I'm going to have a full-on panic attack if I don't, do these OCD compulsions and things like that. I'm cleaning my oven, so not chatting but listening. Thank you. Thanks, Halloween baby. Hi, Stardust and Lulu and everyone that's in here. It does for me. LOL stress. Panic disorder without agoraphobia. Interesting. The person experiences both of the following: recurring, unanticipated panic attacks. Following at least one attack, the following symptoms have been experienced for 1 month or more: persistent fear of having additional attacks, worry about implications or consequences of the attacks, loss of control, heart attack, going crazy, significantly changed behavior related to the attacks. The criteria for agoraphobia are not met. So this is just a panic disorder without it. The panic attacks are not due to a general medical condition or the result of a physiological effects of a substance. The panic attacks are not better accounted for by another mental disorder, such as social phobia, specific phobias, obsessive compulsive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, or separation anxiety disorder. I don't like that much. I mean, you guys, I'll do it. If I'm traveling or on a trip or have to get somewhere, going out for an ice cream in the evening, and it never used to bother me, my 20s, 30s, or even 40s. I don't like being in a car at night, tooling down the highway or being even on a country road. It makes me kind of scared and uncomfortable. And I have all these different, because of things I've seen on YouTube, right? Someone running out of gas in the middle of the road, and then they're sitting there waiting, and then cars come up and pile up, and it's too late for them to know the car is stopped, not moving from a distance. And it's just that, and weirdos out at night. And I just, I have a fear of that. And I suppose, right, if I drove and experienced those things more often, because I don't really go anywhere in the evening. I don't go to movies. I don't go out to eat. I don't go to bars anymore for 12 years now. I don't even go to ball games at night. I mean, I have like a football game when my daughter was in high school, just like one time. Another time, a baseball game up the hill when it was the 4th of July, New Year's Eve, a few events, but mostly traveling makes me uncomfortable. And I don't hardly go anywhere at night. It's weird. Hi, gorgeous DIY. Hi there. Okay. And I have other phobias like heights. Oh my God. Heights. Definitely snakes. More than spiders. I don't know. And different things, like I just can't do that we were talking about on According to Leanie, going on certain fair rides and bungee jumping and jumping off a cliff and But once I did it, there's this pretty steep cliff up here. I was 50 and I did it 5 times in a row because I was having so much fun. I mean, it was a good 60 feet, maybe more. But I had bruises on my thighs. You know, they showed up later on when I got home from not landing straight in, but kind of on my side a little bit, you know? And I mean, unless I was really peer pressured, because I'm fairly fit, you know, pretty healthy, whatever. But I don't think I could do it ever again. I mean, maybe one time, but I don't know. And I know it's really high because the medium cliff part, my daughter's father and I went to the cliffs a good 15 years ago. And I was squatted down and everything, just wanting to jump. I just couldn't do it. I must have been squatting there because if I stand up, it looks farther, you know, whatever. I couldn't do it. So when I did jump off, it was kind of peer pressure, a little bit of showing off, be honest with you. You know, in front of some of my friends because I was older, whatnot. But mostly peer pressure. But once I did it, I just didn't want to stop. And yeah, I guess I'm a little bit of a risk taker. Not so much anymore, but all right. Now we got panic disorder with agoraphobia. And there's really no reason. It's all the exact same thing I read, except it's with agoraphobia. It's the exact same thing. Feel loss of control, heart attack, going crazy, implications, consequence, the whole thing. The phobic disorders. The phobic disorders differ from the panic disorders in that they involve marked and persistent fear regarding unidentifiable and circumscribed objects. I almost said circumcised. I'm not kidding. Circumscribed objects, situations, or activities. They include the following disorders. Gotta add this real quick. You guys, I don't know how many's in my chat. It says 36 are watching. But if you have a phobic disorder, write in chat what it is. Well, there's a difference, right? I heard there's phobias and then phobic disorders. And if you have a disorder, this is what I read, then it affects your life, like traumatically, if it's a disorder. If it's just a phobia, right? It doesn't massively like affect your life. You know what I mean? So anyway, or if you just have a phobia, go ahead and put it in chat and I can read it. The phobic disorders differ from the... Oh, I already read that. Okay. Agoraphobia without history of panic disorder. The criteria for agoraphobia are met related to fear of developing symptoms associated with panic, such as dizziness or diarrhea. I'm sorry, that's what it says right here, I swear. Now, I just didn't know that, you guys. I mean, I'm sure people can get nervous and all that, right? And get anxiety and even have that happen to their bodies. But I did not know that that was a real symptom of agoraphobia. A specific phobia. There's couple examples, or few. Excessive or unreasonable fear that is persistent and which is triggered by the presence or anticipation of a specific object or situation, such as animals, right? Like dogs. Some people are afraid of dogs. What else? Bears, I guess, if they're always camping. Otherwise, I'm not really afraid of a bear. Um, Heights, like I was talking about, seeing blood, that doesn't bother me very much. You know, I've seen some operating, real surgeon shows before, and it wasn't, I mean, it was all over their gloves and everything, but I don't know, that doesn't really bother me. An anxiety response, such as a situation related panic attack, almost always follows exposure to the phobic stimulus. In children, the anxiety may be expressed by freezing, clinging, crying, or tantrums. Wow. Wow, you guys. Think about that. How many parents assume their child's just acting up, when in all reality, possibly, maybe, they could be literally having literal anxiety or going through exposure to a phobic stimulus? Right? Hi, the Kiki Lily Show. Hi there. I mean, went to Kings Island growing up, rode the biggies, okay, at the fair. One year, Brady Bunch was filming a show there. Yeah, didn't they go to Disneyland or something? Is that what you're talking about? Mom got pics, but us kids wanted to go ride the rides. That's really funny. That's funny. That's pretty cool. The person is aware that the fear response is excessive or unreasonable. This criterion is not required for children. Okay, well, yeah, because they don't always know, they can't help it, right? If they get really scared of something or a loud voice or whatever, like a pop of a balloon, and then they're afraid of balloons for the rest of their life or many years or something. Just an example. The person avoids the phobic situation or experiences intense anxiety or distress if the situation is unavoidable. The person's normal routine, occupational or academic functioning, or social activities or relationships are significantly affected by the avoidance. Anxious anticipation or distress in the feared situation, or the person is markedly distressed about having the phobia. If the individual is under age 18, the phobia has lasted 6 months or more, the anxiety, panic attacks, or phobic avoidance associated with a specific object or situation is not better described by another mental disorder, such as obsessive compulsive disorder, post-traumatic stress disorder, which is PTSD, separation anxiety disorder, social phobia, panic disorder with agoraphobia, panic disorder without agoraphobia, or agoraphobia without history of a panic disorder. Specifiers used to further describe a specific phobia include animal type, natural environment type, like heights, storms, water. There's blood injection or injury types, situational type, airplanes, elevators, enclosed places. Other type, avoiding situations due to fear of choking or vomiting or illness in children, or illness, and then in children, avoiding costumed characters. Oh, Ricardo Pirella. Hi there. I think I've seen you in here before. Good to see you again. I have anxiety when I lose or get judged in public, or I think too much before making a decision. An old man was Mason free, not anymore. He dies, but he taught you with math, words, mental diagram, how to coordinate it, but sometimes it gets too much on your hands, and in so less time, and again, anxiety, even mental block. Wow. Hi, Yvonne. She says, hello, Miss Tina. Hi, Yvonne. Thanks, you guys, for saying hi. Hit the like for me, would you? That'd be super. Yeah, I mean, okay, I don't know if this is true or if it affects her like this anymore, but I heard Taylor Swift gets such bad anxiety before she goes on stage. I doubt every time, right? But that she throws up. She either throws up or really feels like throwing up. I'm pretty sure I read throws up. So even Taylor Swift, right, who does tours and all this, gets anxiety. So many people get anxiety. And honestly, you guys, right, with all the internet and the extra problems in the world and whatever, right? It seems like we have more crime now. I don't know. To me, a lot of it's drug related, I think. Everything from the um, what's it called? I'm trying to think. When you're not watching your kids. The word escapes me. Neglect. The neglect. Kids get disappear. The parents aren't paying attention when they're on Facebook, and maybe they're too busy and in their own phone all the time. I don't know. But yeah. So I think even more of us have anxiety now, you guys, than what? Than maybe the 50s, or who knows, right? Oh, Lord. Okay, so, and then I already read about social phobia. Okay, no, I didn't. The person experiences marked persistent fear of behaving in a way that will lead to humiliation or embarrassment, or will show anxiety symptoms when exposed to unfamiliar people or possible scrutiny by others during one or more social or performance situations. For children, there must be the capacity for age-appropriate social relationships, and the anxiety must occur in peer settings. Anxiety, possibly in the form of a situation-related or situationally predisposed panic attack, almost always follows exposure to the feared social situation. For children, the anxiety may be expressed by tantrums, crying, freezing, or avoiding social situations when unfamiliar people are present. The person is aware that the fear response is excessive or unreasonable. I already said this. The criterion is not required for children. Aw, thanks, Yvonne. Thank you. Well, my hair, I know I talk about it every cotton picking day, but it was pretty long. I dare say about a week and a half ago, it's already grown just a smidgen. And I can tell the difference. Like, my ears are completely covered now. So in a month, it grows half an inch a month. So it'll be to here, and then there, and down to here in 3 months. And I think I'll like it a little better. It's okay. It's definitely a bob, and a short bob. But thank you. Yes, that froze up. You're clever. That's exactly what it is, miss. What it is, miss. Yes, you're right. I love this site. Long time in the bushes. I saw you are very patient with everybody. Oh, you're kind, not like other YouTubers. Oh, wow. Thanks so much. That's really sweet. That's really sweet. Thank you. I have my moments and my times, but I try, Thank you for that. Yeah, don't watch in the bushes. Just come on in whenever you feel like it. Uh, oh, wow. So the fear or avoidance is not due to a general medical condition nor the direct result of the physiological effects of a substance. Okay, I read that a few minutes ago. And is not better explained by another mental disorder, such as panic disorder, with or without agoraphobia, separation anxiety disorder, body dysmorphic disorder, a pervasive developmental disorder, or schizoid personality disorder. Oh, gosh. I've mentioned a lot of those different things in regards to my son and whether he has them all or parts of one or whatever. When a general medical condition is present, the fear described in criterion A is not related to it. If the person has Parkinson's disease, the fear is not of stuttering or trembling, or if he or she has anorexia nervosa or bulimia nervosa, the fear is not of being seen as having abnormal eating habits. What? Oh, okay, yeah. If it's a general medical condition without the phobias, right? Then you don't really care if people see you with abnormal eating habits and things like that. If most social situations are included in the fears, the disorder is specified as generalized. Okay, let me read that again. If most social situations are included in the fears, the disorder is specified as generalized. Oh gosh, that is my son. It doesn't matter if it's a park, a store, a skate park now. Yeah, jeez. So it's a generalized anxiety disorder, which is GAD. I know. I already read all about obsessive compulsive disorders. I don't think I want to do it again. There's obsessive compulsive disorders with all the different obsessions and compulsions. I covered all of that, you guys, in a past live. It could have been 2 months ago, but you guys can look back because I've been reading about the brain and the hemispheres of the brain and I've said this before, but I had no idea that our part of the brain that's back here is the one that we use to see, is way in the back of our head, the occipital hemisphere, whatever. So yeah, see, and for obsessive compulsive disorder, there's, well, maybe I should cover some of this. Or did I do a whole thing on it? Because I don't remember reading washers, checkers, doubters and sinners, counters and arrangers and hoarders. So what I'm going to do is literally hone in on obsessive compulsive disorder tomorrow. I try to do a live each night, and it's kind of enough reading and whatnot. Yeah. It's just really nice of you to say all that, Ricardo, and everyone else's support for me, everybody that comes in, because you don't always know what to do. I want to be different. I have before I even started my channel. I don't want to cover the same topics that everyone else does. And for one, you can only say and do so much, right? I mean, if you can have, a wonderful program like Dolly Vision where people call in the show, and people, family members or whatever that are involved in the situation, call in the show or interview. That's really cool. I don't have anything like that. You know what I mean? This side never wants to like curl and fray as much as the other. I don't know. It's just not layered as much. Anyway, I don't know who's here. I don't know if, according to Leanie, is live. She said she was going live at 10:30. So that's 11:12, 1:30 her time. It's 9:36 here, and it's been an hour and 42 minutes of a program. I'll go ahead and just put the link in and see if anybody grabs it. If you've never been up before, I don't really know you, I've never seen you. To be on the safe side, because I've had some incredible trolls and even a taped unaliving that a man did to himself 4 years ago. Somebody brought that up on my panel out of the dang blue. Yeah, I'll put the, what's it called? Overlay. Up. And we'll see what happens. And I'll go ahead and do that. Gee, I haven't had a panel in a pretty long time. Oh, good. I pressed it just right. Can't be too hard. It can't be too light on my iPad or it freezes. So there's the link. I guess perhaps, hi Lulu, cooey. Would anybody like to come up and instead of just talking about nothing, I mean, which is okay, but maybe we could try to do possibly, if somebody would like to share their phobias, you don't have to show your face. Well, you will have to in the backstage, or just, something maybe a family member's going through or something you want to share about, I think more people, right, have specific phobias in social situations. Many have agoraphobia, right? But I don't know anybody, to be honest with you, that has agoraphobia. So I don't think it's quite as prevalent as like these social and specific phobias. And that would be awful. Like, now I can't remember the name, you guys. She was in here earlier and said she used to have she has agoraphobia and it's better now. And now I can't remember the name. Hi, Susie. Oh, Halloween baby, you're almost agoraphobic? That's sad because, I take a jug of. What does that mean? I take a jug of? Imagine that, you guys. You're like afraid to leave the house, afraid to be around people, which makes you feel isolated and alone in your mind and in your head, right? But then it's physical too. Wow. Wow. I can't imagine. I just can't imagine. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and message Sherry, Wild Angel, because she loves to come up, and it's been a gosh darn while since I've had panel. So you guys are free to grab the link. Oh, a jug of water when I go out. So people start heading over. I can say, oh, just watering my plants, then go back in. Oh, that's sad. That's sad. That's sad, Halloween baby. Wow. So maybe you're not agoraphobic. Or maybe you are, but maybe it just starts with like anxiety, right? You get like anxiety and you like say that and you want to be left alone. Or do you like you don't even hardly go to the store or someone goes for you or drives me nuts, not a big company person. Right. Gee. Good. You're going to do a panel tonight. Yes, Susie. If you want to come up, I put the link in. I might need to do it again. Gosh, how do I copy the thing? I wonder if I can hit it and copy it again. I doubt it. Let me see. No. All right. Well, you guys decide what you want to do. I'm going to go to Messenger and see if I can get a hold of Wild Angel. All right. I'm going to be on her show at 12 o'clock Midwest time, 10 in the morning Washington State time, right? Pacific Northwest time, which is 1 o'clock Eastern time tomorrow afternoon. We're just going to like drink coffee and talk, and I'm sure other people will come up and it'll be fun. I've never been on her channel yet. So that's Wild Angels Bucket List Adventures. And I know Sherry really well for months and months on Dolly Vision. She and I were always going up on panel. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. And for some reason, she laughs at my jokes. All right. I'm going to message her. I'll go ahead and put a little tune on. Why not? While I message her. Okay, this one's Star Crasher by Track Tribe. I have no clue. I haven't heard it yet, ever. I'll be right back. My bird. Oh God, you guys. Interesting. Weird. Huh. Ow. I'll type it in, Susie. Wild Angels Bucket List Adventures. Go to YouTube and type it in. I don't know the link or anything. I don't even know how to do that. Oh. What? Oh. Oh, you subbed, Susie? To her? Thank you. I subbed. Nice. Thank you for doing that. Halloween baby. At Lulu. Probably and doesn't help. My husband passed away unexpectedly. His two neighbors came around the same age. Oh, good grief, Halloween baby. Alright. That was a weird tune. Just don't know. Hardly like it. Let's end that. It's not going still, is it? Wow. I stay out all day, but some people just don't take a hint, I guess. Susie, fun last night. Oh, yeah, over on Leanie's. It was. And then I started talking and getting way too involved in all the stuff about my son at the end of her life. And, you know, I actually left her a message and said, I'm not going to monopolize like that. And, you know, I guess I just needed to get a little more graphic and share how things have really kind of gone downhill. Yeah, mentally. And what I go through and kind of just vent. But yeah, I want to end lives on a happier note. She didn't say anything to me, and she said she wanted people to get, you know, to know what I go through and everything. But I'm not the only one, you know? Yeah. 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 I'll put a different song on. I'm going to go see who's live. I want to see if Leanie's live yet. And I'll be right back, okay? Wait, where's... Okay. This one is Today's Plan by DJ Freedom. Freedom is Freedem. Might be kind of a funky one with the name DJ. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to check YouTube out really quick. I'm moving my eyes to the music. Kind of cool. Okay, I'll be right back. It's not on yet. Oh, how cool. Sexy, sassy lassie. Okay, cool. Oh, how weird. It's already over? Well, that was kind of fun. We just heard this, right? Wow. Okay, let me play the next one. Well, what is it, kitty witties? What is it, meows? This next one's called A to the O by Diamond Ortiz. Okay, I'll put the link in and see if anyone wants to grab it. Interesting. I kind of like it. I'm going to turn it up, you guys. That was bizarre, you guys. Okay, let's hear the next one. I don't know where everybody is. Oh, A-A-I-I-O-O. This one is called A New Leaf by Silent Partner. These are all off the free, or not free, the non-copyright YouTube thing. I've never heard them before. It's why I'm kind of enjoying them with you guys the first time, if you're enjoying them. Oh, God, I'm getting my Holy shit. A guy. Okay, this next one's called A Guy Walks Into a Bar. I'm not even kidding. It might be from Track Tribe. Let's see. back to I am not. Holy shit, you guys. You think that's easy? Not that easy. Whoops, what the hell happened? Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, you guys. There we go. Ah. Oh, God. Was intense. This is a trip around the moon. Okay, this one's a good day on the Africa. Please sub up, Ricardo, to my Sexy Sassy Lassie channel. Sexy Sassy Lassie, Lassie. Weekends I'll be dancing in little outfits. These are my Zumba toning sticks. When I was 50, I took Zumba class. They're only 1 pound. 1 pound each. Which, you know, they're not massively light, but they have to be. Or when you're dancing, you can pull a neck muscle and stuff. Because I wanted to get like 5 pounds, or at least 3, when I was in Zumba. And she said, "Oh, I'm sorry." The teacher. Okay, oops. This is a dusty road. Okay, cool, country. I like it. I like it. Dusty road. Janice Stigliano from Team Rose's channel sent me. To the adorable. I'm a turtle. I'll always be a baby turtle. This is my guitar. That was fun. That was actually fun. Oh, God, you guys. This is a good one. Right here. This was my song when I talked about Hell's Angels on one of my Here, let's play the drums. Holy crap. Oh, God. You guys are funny with your fire. Oh, good. Thanks, Ricardo. I did sub, like, and share for an hour ago. Well, I've got another channel, too, called Sexy Sassy Lassie. Lassie. Oh, God. I'll type it in. Sexy Sassy. Oh. Anyway, where am I? And I am now 300 pounds. I must do cardio dance and train my ass, because I had bad feet and diab and high pressure, must avoid carbs. Yeah, honestly, Ricardo, my son was 141 pounds, very lanky, jumping on his skateboard, playing drums. Okay, seriously, like he's a drum kit and stuff. His dad plays drums. And I live 2 hours from Seattle. And his dad's good enough to, or was, or still plays, but he was in a band called Montreal in the 80s. And he played at the Seattle Coliseum. Yeah, he's been to, gosh, what is the guy's name? Oh, Alice in Chains place before. Things like that. He was pretty young. But, and then my ex and I married when I was 24 and he was 22. And we got divorced 2 years later and we remarried in 1995. And I had my son. We stayed married for 8 years and now we're divorced again. But my son has natural abilities, which obviously is from his father. He's never had a lick of a lesson. He can play anything. Slipknot, Metallica. Like he knows when to riff. He knows when to, whatever it's called. He knows how to play. And due to his antipsychotic med, he got up to 185. That's a lot. And he's not that tall. Okay, I'm used to be 5'6" in high school and stuff. Now I'm 5'5". Apparently I shrunk. I guess that happens to everybody a little bit. And I think he's like 5'11", maybe 5'10". I don't know. I'm not quite sure. My daughter might be taller. She's at least 5'10", so maybe he's 5'9". Yeah, I think he's 5'9", actually. Anyway, he went on the keto diet. And I'm telling you right now, he lost in the first week, he lost like 7 to 10 pounds. He wasn't running. He wasn't doing cardio. He was just not eating sugar. And what happens is, so it's easy. Okay, it is easy. My son can do it. Anyone can do it. But no milk, because there's natural sugar in milk. No carrots, no apples, no potatoes, no snacking. Okay? But you can eat all the protein you want. Bacon, sausage, pepperoni, hamburger, whatever. Eggs. And then like vegetables, green ones, or cauliflower, things like that. I didn't measure any of that. Your stomach shrinks. I mean, you're not as hungry. But I did measure to help him to stay on it. His berries, he was allowed to have half a cup. I'd get the measuring cup out, slice up strawberries from the store, and that was sweet to him. And he really liked that. He'd be like, can I have more? I'd be like, no, Now there are, and then blueberries would be a cup, which are quite a few, right? Um, I don't know if you can have citrus like oranges and grapefruit and things like that. Um, I think he just didn't really want it. But you can't even have a banana. There's natural sugar in that because you want to put your body into what's called ketosis. I'm telling you right now, it works. Then the second week, he lost like 7 pounds. I mean, in 2 months, 2 months, he lost. He went from the 185 down to 161. It's 24 pounds. And even though um, it doesn't sound like 30 or 40 or 50 or 100, gosh, what a difference it makes. His stomach was really bloating. I mean, we're talking to the point where, and I told him, I said, you've got to do something about this. And he went and had x-rays and things done. He was dealing with constipation, whatever. And they said it's his diet. I thought he had either diverticulitis, um, what is it called? Irritable bowel syndrome, right? IBS. They said, no, it's his diet. I said, really? And his friend did the keto. Now, his friend did the keto through the program where they give you the foods and the certain carbs for the desserts and stuff. And I thought, if Greg can do it, my friend, and he lost 80 pounds in, was it like 4 months or something crazy, because your body, Ricardo, I'm not even kidding, and anyone else that cares to hear me right now, I mean, I saw it. I weighed him every single day, even the days he didn't want to get weighed, because I knew it would give him that inspiration, and it was working immediately. Your body goes into what's called ketosis and literally eats the lack of sugar, eats the fat away inside your belly, the lining, the whole 9 yards. Not a doctor or whatever, but it was shocking. And when you're on this, they don't want you to like run a mile or go for a half-hour walk even. The first week, because your body is changing, like its eating habits or whatever, they really kind of, this is what our friend Greg told us, to be almost sedentary. Not just sit in one spot, but not to do a bunch of exercise. Not even to like go off and ride your bike, just for like 1 week. And then you can add in a little exercise if you want. But my son was so depressed, he didn't even really want to go anywhere, and he still lost weight. Now the carbs, this isn't very many carbs. We're talking 30 to 50 carbs. So I would buy tortillas because there was only 19 carbs in a certain kind. Another kind, I think, was 36. So he would have just about 2 hard-boiled eggs or fried eggs or whatever, because you can have butter and stuff, and certain dairies, and bacon, right? And he would skip the toast if he wanted 2 tortillas with like some cheese or with the turkey on it for lunch. He didn't have to have that every single day for lunch, but it's kind of what he liked and what he had. And then he would have like Brussels sprouts or whatever with it. He was full. Then dinner would come, right? And it can be, a breast of chicken or even fried chicken or whatever, as long as it's protein. No sugar whatsoever. I think peanuts, right, have a natural sugar in them. So you can't even like just eat whatever nuts you want. And then there were certain nuts he was allowed to eat, but it had to be a measured amount. And I wanted to stick to it with him. And I was really impressed at how well he did. He didn't complain. He was full. He was feeling better because he looked like he was 8 months pregnant in his stomach. I'm not kidding. He knows it. I took a picture of his belly before and after. And the one after, just 2 months later, his stomach was down like that. It was getting hard for him to bend over and tie his sneakers. You know, he didn't want to go for a walk. He was walking like he was a 90-year-old man. And that's okay. We'd walk slow. But we had movement, and it wasn't far. It was like 1, 2, 3 blocks down and 3 back. And he was winded. And when he got down to the 60s, he wasn't. And he started after a year and a half of going off the keto. I thought he would gain it back sooner. For him, it took a year and a half when he went off it and just ate what he wanted. You know what I mean? Have some Easter candy, have some pie, extra mashed potatoes and gravy at Thanksgiving, whatever. And he never got up to 185, but he did get up to, I think it was 181. And then he had to start cutting back again. He got down to 171 without the keto diet. And today, I can dare say, because I weighed him, I think it was yesterday, maybe the day before, 161. So he's back down to a reasonable weight. Because he was pretty thin, pretty kind of tight and wiry and whatever at 141, almost too thin before. But if he could get down to like 150, he'd be even happier. He'd have more energy. You know, my son is only 28. He'll be 29 in December. But I'm here to say, you guys, it works. Type in keto and go for it, and you will be shocked. You know how many people say don't weigh yourself every day? I disagree. I just disagree. Do it every day. I highly doubt if you have no sugar in your system whatsoever, you will gain even 1 pound because you lose so much drastically. It's amazing. It's amazing. So there's hope. There's hope. And I went on a tangent, but I wanted Ricardo to know that. Oh, okay, Lisa, at 12:30. So anyways, hope to see you there. Thank you, Lisa. I don't know if you're still in here. Yeah, I'll be over either in, well, she's starting at 12:30 my time, right? Which is 1, 2, 3 in the morning, hers, I think. Or would it be 12:30 her time? No, because then it would have already started at 9:30 my time. So yeah, but you're not in here anymore, I don't think. You like my vibe? Thank you. Okay, Hard Rock. I know, all kinds of different ones. Do you have guinea pigs? Says Beautifully Broken. Oh, I like your avatar name. Yes, I have 1. I used to have 2. They need to so they can thrive. But I've always had 2 going on 13 years. And Stormy passed away last summer. I think it was last July. And he was younger than Charlie. So Charlie's alone. He might be a little depressed, but he likes to get all the food. He likes all the food. Yesterday I cleaned the cage. And I put my surgical gloves on, and he's older. I mean, he's nearing the end of 9 years, and they usually last 6 to 8. Once his heart starts going like this, that's too slow. Usually it's always a steady. You know, I might have to put him down so he doesn't suffer, because out of the blue, what's happened to me in the past is I'll walk up to the cage and they're dead. They're puffed up from the gases in their body, and they're hard, and it's horrible. I scream and freak out. And, So yeah, but he gets a different vegetable. Today he had lettuce with kale and like a coleslaw kind of thing. I'll splurge my food stamps and get $5 bag of that, and once a month, he loves that. And then he loves, lettuce, especially head lettuce, well, any kind, romaine, carrots. You can buy a bag of the multicolored peppers. Um, when I didn't know as much about guinea pigs, I was giving them a little too much vegetable and stuff, and they got diarrhea. And I didn't know why. And the veterinarian was so nice and took his time with me, and I told him the truth. I'd give a whole, it's thin, but a whole long celery stalk, when really they only need like that much. So I had to cut back on that. But they have pellets, or he now, because I have one. And I have grass, hay, and alfalfa. And every day I alternate for him. So honestly, he's a little spoiled. And he's got his water. Yeah. And Ricardo says, I used to play Metallica, AC/DC, and Nazareth, White Horse, Kiss. Yeah. Sex, drug, rock, and roll. I used to use it when working as security at the Holiday Inn in 1989. You were 21 and handsome. Aw. Green eyes is your long red auburn hair. As my mom and muscular. Wait, you have green eyes and long red auburn hair as my mom, and you're muscular. Wow. Hi, Angelique. You're 56. Well, Ricardo, you're younger than me. You're younger than me. I'm 61. And guess what? June 27, I'll be 62. And I got to tell you, like, I'm trying to keep it in perspective, right? I'm like, okay, you want to have another birthday because you want to live, right? We all want to live. But seriously, I'm not really looking forward to this birthday at all because I'm creeping into the 60s. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. In the 80s, you were slimmer, 300 pounds, build betting since you're 16. Wow, good for you. Tina, be careful with the cord on the guinea pig cage. If you choose the cord and it's plugged in, he'll get electrocuted. You're right. No, it's not plugged in. Oh, I see what you're saying. If he gets up there on the side. It's not plugged in right now, Susie, but you know what? I didn't even notice that because it was hanging on the side here. And as the bedding comes up, because I cleaned the cage yesterday, he would be able to get that. Oh my gosh. I am never putting this on top again because I don't want to forget. This is just a little fan that I pulled out about a month ago, and I have other fans, so I don't even need to use them. Thank you, Susie. Seriously, thank you. Man, I've had male guinea pigs, right? Because you have to have two males so they don't kill each other. You can't, for breeding, I'm sure, whatever, but you can't have two females, what I was told, or male, female. They don't get along. So they do their dominance dance, and they go round and round the cage when they first meet. And they look like they're, mounting each other, whatever, but it's a dominance dance. I've learned a lot from them. Wow, Ricardo. You like to eat in the middle of the night? Don't do it. Or if you have to do it, so you're not tempted to just eat a snack or sugar, have sliced apples or some strawberries or blueberries or, I'll be honest, I didn't really like raspberries when I was younger. Really, not even in my 30s or 40s did I like avocado or sliced tomato or cherry tomatoes. Now I love tomatoes. I love avocados. I'll just eat I'll cut it, take the pit out, and just eat it with a spoon. They're pretty fattening, you know. Might not be the best thing for a keto diet. But, you can look. Not that you want to do the diet, but I'm just saying, if you have those healthier, right, non-carbohydrate, sweet things available to just grab from the fridge, that's helpful, you know? Oh, dear. Yes, you're right. You walk like a 90-year-old man. That's very frustrating in the belly, not so much, but it does affect your sex life too. Yeah, not 20 years ago. You're single. I am single, got a girl, but I'm very jealous. Wait, I'm confused. Oh, you probably meant to say, I am not single, got a girl, but you're very jealous. Well, oh, you were abusive, you lost her, your fault, but I want a new life. I'm tired to see couples are being humiliated by the Colombian prostitutes. Oh, wow. Are you in Colombia? Yes, I used to have 4 of them, funny little guys. Oh, that's funny. That's funny, beautifully broken. 4 of them. I know, what's really cute? I don't know if you're still in here. I'm beautifully broken, but what are they called? The skinny pigs that are hairless, right? Or, yeah, they're hairless and they're adorable. To me, they look like little baby hippos or something. They're so cute. And there's a gal online that has like 20 of them or something. Shit, you look like 41. It's amazing. My aunts are 60s too, but don't look good solid as you. I like it. You're funny. Thank you. Thanks. Am I married? No, I'm divorced to my first husband twice. And my daughter's uh, father, he was 25. I was 40. We met, had her, and I was with him for 8 years. And I thought we were going to get married, but he has his own issues, bipolar. And I mean, not that that's the end of the world, but, and he had some brain damage from having grand mal seizures. So he was very impatient and he had these like kind of mental challenges. I mean, when I met him, I wasn't even really sure if he was kind of, well, I knew he was okay, but you know what I mean. And yeah, I met him at his sister. His sister used to live here. So yeah, you're very welcome. Ricardo, are you in love? You guys are funny. Hello, Susie. Nice to see you. Hi. I may try the diet. I'd like to lose some weight. Susie, it's amazing. You know, go to the store. Get, turkey's better than like bologna or kind of a fattening pastrami. But the thing is, you can have meat and a lot. You can have a gosh darn steak, but you can't have a potato with it. Have a salad. You cannot have all those creamy dressings. You can't have any. I'm sure oil and vinegar is okay, but not any. Even the diet Italian dressings, because I looked one day, have sugar in them. Maybe not as much. No. No fructose corn syrup. You know how you can buy some breads? You think you're getting wheat bread? No, you're getting sugar. There's fructose corn syrup in most breads, so they'll taste better. It's not good. I learned that when it says no sugar, you guys, I'm sure you know this, but no sugar doesn't necessarily mean no sugar because they add sugar. You've got to look at the sugar and the added sugar. Some will be 0 sugar, added sugar, 10 grams, 20, whatever, 40, 100. It's terrible. So just stay away from the sugar. Now, if you accidentally eat something and you don't know there's sugar in it or whatever, don't freak out. Just get right back on it. You'll still be losing weight. It's just shocking. Type in ketosis and you'll see what your body does. Yeah. No, Aruba. Oh, you're in Aruba? Wow, Ricardo. But the Colombians come here, work in bordels here, expensive too. Even the drinks the girls drink, not me. I am sober and clean for 15 years. Good for you. This new year, 2025, January 22nd, you don't even drink. Wow, Ricardo. Yeah, I quit drinking everything, anything, beer, whatever, 12 years ago, 2011. And I had to. I had to have help from the courts and all this. My daughter was taken from me, and my son. My son was 8 years older, so he was 15 and she was 7 for 3 months. Took me 3 months to get her back. But you know what? I'm proud. I am. I'm proud of myself because I saw families go a year. I saw if you didn't do what you were supposed to do and they were signed over to the state, in 12 months, you didn't get your child back. I mean, can you imagine screwing up that much? Yeah. So good for you. I'm so happy for you. Coffee, beer, or anything. Oh, you don't even drink coffee. I had my first cup of coffee at AA. This is the truth. When I was 41. Yeah. Because I went to AA to experience it, and I knew I kind of needed it before the courts got involved. But not like outpatient therapy and all that. But I did go to Hazelton Treatment Center, you guys, which is humongous in Minnesota. Yeah, it was a lot of money. I lasted there 2 weeks till I got kicked out for fraternizing. All I did was talk to a guy from New York on the phone, and my roommate, whatever, in the group snitched me out or whatever. I mean, I wasn't trying to hook up with him. I wasn't doing what other people would go out on the grounds and like out, on the grounds area, and someone might try to slide in some drugs to him or whatever. This was in the 80s, so I was 27. So that's, I think, was that 1989? Can't think. I was 18 in 1980. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. I can't think. Oh, let me think. I was 27, so 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. So 9 years later. So I'd be 18, so 28. Yeah, I was 27 years old. The substitute sugar is worse than regular sugar. Yes, it is, Susie. Yes, it is. And all that diet soda, and trust me, I drank it. Thought I was doing something good for my body, like what's it called? Zero sugar pops or whatever, right? They bloat your stomach. That's what Dr. Carl, Carl, Berg, Berg, said on a YouTube program, and I stopped. I have the regular thing now and then when I want a soda. I have about one of these a day. A Coke, a Dr. Pepper, an orange pop. I splurge. I used to have about 2 a day, but now for some reason I have less. Hi, Maria G. So you should be proud. Thank you. Hi, Mary Jane Doe. Hi, you guys. You used to go to NA, Ricardo? Not bad, but they smoke too much, and I don't even like the odor. Is that the word? You must say I am an addict in recuperation. No, as an aunt get me in a Christian rehab center. It works. It works not. Hi, Sierra. I will catch the replay in the morning. Love you. Thank you, Sierra. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, all of you, for coming in. You know what? 3 hours on the nose. I'm going to end this. I did some dancing, which I wasn't prepared for. I'm in jeans. I was starting to get really warm. But I was hearing some tunes with you guys I've never heard. I've never heard these groups before. I haven't. Never heard of Track Tribe till here. They're just free from the library YouTube songs. But Leanie is live. I thought she was going live at 12:30. So did she start at... She's 3 hours later than me, Maria. So she started at my 9:30 time? Because she's on now. Okay. Well, head over. Let's head over to According to Leanie, you guys. According to Leanie. L-E-N-E. It takes a mod to put the link in. I don't even know how to do that. But if you go to YouTube, whatever, type in According. Here, I'll type it right here. For Ricardo and anyone else that would please check her out. She's a good friend of mine. Sweet lady, funny, quick-witted. You know, there it is. According to Leanie, you guys. Good friend of all of ours. Ricardo, I hope you stop by and say hi. You know, tell her you heard about her through me and Maria G. You see how Gospels clean the place, didn't eat for 3 weeks. Oh, wow. Wow. Good for you, Ricardo. Well, you're still in here. Will you type in According to Leanie? ACCORDING. I typed it in chat here. T-O, Leanie. L-E-N-E. And you'll pull up her channel. She's trying to grow her channel. She's been on a few months, and she's doing better and better every day. Please go over there, Ricardo, if you can, if you have time, if it's not too late. You're in Aruba. Do we have the same time thing? We don't, do we? What time is it in Aruba right now? I'm so curious. Like, I'm in Washington State, and it's 4 minutes to 11 p.m. Is it 11 at night in Aruba? That's where Ricardo Pirella is from, you guys. He's from Aruba. Ask Alexa. Oh, that's a good idea. But he's right here in chat. I don't want to... Okay, see? So it's 7 a.m. in the UK. And Ricardo says it's very late, 1:55 a.m. Wow. Okay, it's almost 2 a.m. Would you be able to just hop in chat and say hi, Leanie? PCT sent me? East Atlantic. Okay, 2 a.m. 11, 12, 1, 2. Okay, so you are. You're Eastern time. See, I don't know my geography stuff very well. Well, that's where I'm going to head over and say hi. I'm not sure if I'm going to go on panel. I'm not sure if she's having a panel. I probably will, though. I'm pretty wide awake. It's only 11. Could go for a little while if she wants me up. Thank you, everybody, for coming to PCT is Extreme. If you want to help me with my channel. I have a Cash App, which is Paper Cut Tina, and then a PayPal, which is at Dakota Dame, and then my birth date, 0627. Any amount will help me with litter or whatever, my StreamYard price that's monthly that I need to pay. Thanks everyone for coming. I love you guys. I really do. I don't just say it so you'll come back. I love you guys. You're like, you really are like family. You are. Love you. Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm going to According to Leanie. Bye-bye. Hit the like, please. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell your friends. I'm trying so hard, you guys, to get up to 3,000. But now my goal is 2,700. I haven't been able to hit it in over a month. I'm kind of stagnant in subs. I'm either going down or maybe get 2, and then I go down 10, and it's stagnant. So please tell your friends, Ricardo, to check me out, and anyone else. Thanks, you guys. Love you.